We'll be talking about Flock again.
Flocka!
Yeah.
I can't help but not do that.
If you weren't listening last week, or if you haven't been, all of our loyal Patreon subscribers, they're fluent when it comes to Flock. Flock is the company that makes the LPR cameras, the license plate reader cameras that you will see everywhere. Once you start looking for them, you'll see them fucking everywhere. You see these cameras on all the, not the stoplight camera that's right over the truck, but it's like the one like on the pole. You'll start seeing them everywhere, and they're originally there to find stolen vehicles and missing persons. Well, guess what? Now they're fucking everywhere, and cops can commandeer them and just do whatever the fuck they want with them. We've seen ICE commandeer them. That's an illegal gray area, whether or not they can commandeer police equipment like that. And last week we were talking about the Texas cops who commandeered 83,000 Flock cameras around the country outside their jurisdiction to track down a woman for getting an abortion because her abusive boyfriend invited the cops over, showed them her the packaging she got from her self-administered abortion pill because she had a what's the term? A non-viable fetus that was not going to be born, was only going to potentially harm her. And they were like, all right, all hands on deck. And Flock has come under a lot of criticism lately for all this shit. And they completely, they're like middle fingers back up. Fuck all our haters. This is what we do. So now we will be talking about their newest venture they want to do is not just video surveillance, but audio surveillance. So reading again from Electronic Frontier Foundations, they do great work on all this type of stuff. Flock's gunshot detection microphones will start listening for human voices. Flock Safety, the police technology company most notable for their extensive network of automated license plate readers spread throughout the United States, is rolling out a new and troubling product that may create headaches for the cities that adopt it. Detection of, quote, human distress via audio. As part of their suite of technologies, Flock has been pushing Raven, their version of acoustic gunshot detection. These devices capture sounds in public places and use machine learning to identify gunshots and then alert police. But EFF has long warned that they are also high-powered microphones parked above densely populated city streets. Cities now have one more reason to follow the lead of many other municipalities and cancel their Flock contracts. Before this new feature causes civil liberties harms to residents and headaches for cities. So what this tech they want to do is they're trying to copy a company called ShotSpotter. So ShotSpotter is the one who pioneered this technology. And basically, it's like they set up microphones all over a neighborhood of a city, and they theoretically can detect when gunshots go off. But in reality, 80%, whatever the number is, I forgot exactly. The vast majority of the time, the cops get called to a location because the gunshots went off. Gunshots did not go off. And guess what? Where are the neighborhoods they're putting this shit in? Black neighborhoods, brown neighborhoods, poor neighborhoods. They're just thinking like, you know what's the problem with these over-policed neighborhoods? They're under-policed. Why don't we get the cops in here more? And why don't we get them? You know how cops are in the most safe and trusting mentality when they think danger is about to happen, when they think people are shooting. Let's make sure let's go ahead and make them think shots have already been fired before they come into the neighborhood. Let's go ahead and do that. This is how we're marketing our technology to you.
For fear and violence before they
exactly.
Go into black. Yeah. Shake them up, and if we could actually just like grab every cop and shake them violently before we could say, spin them on like a Ferris wheel, make them a little dizzy, and then give them a gun.
Yeah. Show them a deep fake of their wife having sex with a migrant. And then go ahead and bring her to our neighborhood. good.
Or the gauntlet they go through before they get to
Yeah.
It's like a car wash.
Oh yeah.
Just get
I'm
slapped
at,
in the
like an
face.
Inspector Gadget creation, just going through, getting
They're
jumped.
getting slapped in it, like we go to a car wash and they have the wax thing that like hits your car, but instead it's just a bunch of pictures.
Yeah.
Your wife fucking another guy.
Yeah.
Here's her with a gang. Here's her with an immigrant. Here's her with
Exactly.
the pastor. You're like, what?
The little automated like treadmill thing takes him to the next section. There's a bunch of black teenagers pointing at his shoes. What are those? Well, that's essentially ShotSpotter. And so now Flock's like, we gotta get in on this. But what they're adding to ShotSpotter's proven terrible technology is that now they're saying it can detect human screams. My God, this is so terrifying and stupid.
No, your officer, you got it wrong. I was beating it up.
Well, I mean, literally, like that's a funny joke. It's a great joke, but that's literally the problem. And like people
beat it up,
scream,
you say.
people quote unquote scream for all sorts of reasons. People are playing a game of like basketball, football. People are having fun. Someone said something funny.
You
like,
see a magic trick in a black neighborhood. You show black people a magic trick. And you're like, ah!
I love how it's beautiful how much you were affected by this magic show last weekend. It's going out in your riffs and stuff. But yes, in marketing. Okay, back to the article.
You have no idea how bad I wanted to get up during some of those trips. I was like, all right.
It's true then? I wanted to ask you, but I didn't want to be disrespectful.
No,
so you're saying it's true. It's true?
I was like, if we weren't seated, I would be back there. I would be levitating.
You're like, sir, can I get a seatbelt? I'm going to need...
Can I get an aisle seat?
I'm gonna need
an exit. Excuse me.
I'm gonna need the roller coaster bar on the thing. I need to be secure.
I'm being
in my
all
seat.
polite and it's like nice, but everybody's wearing blazers. I'm like, excuse me. If you're sorry, if I can just get. Ah!
Yeah. And meanwhile, Flock's new technology is in
Picking
there
that
now.
up, and they
SWAT team raid.
They shot the magician.
And then at the end, he gets back up. Ta-da! Oh my God! Ashton has left the building. He's running all the way home. He's not stopped till he's back in bed.
And that was a show.
Yeah.
Bravo!
Bravo. The cops are all, they're bowing and they're throwing roses. Meanwhile, the guys, that's real blood. David Blaine did. He did get shot. It's not an illusion. We did shoot him 5 times, and we are real cops. We did try to kill him, but he's such a good David Blaine style magician that he took the bullets, and he's standing in front of us today.
That's so fucking.
Wow, what a show.
What a riff.
What a show.
What a riff.
Yeah, my God.
All right.
I gotta go back to this fucking article. All right.
Yeah, this was about fucked up shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much it. Look, yeah, it's pretty much that.
Flock.
We're supposed to trust them.
Dude,
They couldn't get gunshots correctly. And gunshots, pretty specific sound, right? The only thing you could confuse it for is fireworks or a car backfiring. And guess what? It confuses it with those two things constantly. So like the only two obstacles to this technology, to the basic of this technology, it consistently falls for. And so then they're like, all right, I think we've mastered this. Let's add something way more nuanced and way more complex, the human voice. And we will trust this now to detect not only a human scream, but a human scream that's of distress.
I'm just imagining the military application for all this because it's going to be like weaponized, like the future when all these technologies they're going to go into one place.
Yeah,
I know it's like I have these like sci-fi fucking.
No, but you're right. I mean, that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing all these separate little pieces of invasive technology, that were all originally separate in their own little thing.
And they're wrong.
They all got it more advanced, and then the government, the federal government, can just come in and be like, "Oh, we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. Thank you, Amazon Ring Light. Thank you, Meta. Thank you, Thank you, Thank you, this. You know."
And they all will get synthesized into one system that will, just by nature of being just in the reality we live, be violent and militarized and weaponized against like a public. But I obviously don't have I do have the imagination to. I don't know what that.
If there's one thing we can bring to this podcast, it's imagination. That's pretty much all we have.
We got spare. We got
no law degrees, no journalism degrees.
Just pure abstract thought.
Yes.
Creative abstract. But I do get. I'm like, whether it be fucking RoboCop, whether it be, I do think like, okay, what if a cop, you see those DARPA dogs. Yeah. Have all access to all of this technology, weaponized. I mean, the DARPA dogs. I'm just saying, those fearful things, those fearful conspiracy theory things that people are like, well, what's all this? I think it's right. It's okay for people to be like, what is this leading to? I see them separately. I do think people should be like, well, what happens when they all unify? Yeah. And you have actually one AI, which is also, you do finally reach that. What's it called when they're the actual real AI? The
singularity.
Not super singularity, but just the not sentience, but it's like the one the model of AI that they're trying to reach. Like it's like GP or
I don't know.
Anyway, there's a version of AI that's like general intelligence. I can't think of it, but once the actual AI that we all like dream of is capable of existing. And it's merged with these systems. That's what scares me. Like they are.
Well, I like, you mentioned the DARPA dog. You mentioned all these things that like we're seeing it in its infancy, right? And it's scary, but then your natural instinct is to be like, okay, well, I'm letting my imagination run wild. But it's like, let's look at the technologies that were in their infancy like 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, when Meta and Google or Facebook and Google started using like data harvesting to advertisers. People were like, this could maybe go someplace bad. And at that time people probably were like, well, you're crazy right now to think all that. But now here we are, and the CIA is literally buying that data from data brokerage companies to form models of all of us, models of behavior and tracking of all of us. So they were correct to be afraid of that, and people were afraid of that. People were saying shit, but they were ignored. Like, we didn't listen to them. Like, when I say we, I don't mean us listening. I just mean like the powers that be. And so, yeah, I literally cannot imagine the ways AI is going to be used nefariously in like 20 years from now.
Yeah, I think I have a clue, but sometimes I'm like, I don't think that's 20 years from now. 20 years from now, the shit that I fear, I'm like, that's probably like 7 years away.
Yeah, dude. You've seen the Martin Luther King,
dude, the Soros shit is like, dude, like, that's why I have so much, like, I could not, even the smallest bit of AI, I need to figure out what was going on with my YouTube metrics. I was like, all right, I'm gonna see if ChatGPT, this feels like an ethical use of AI. I'm just gonna take a picture of my YouTube metrics and then send it to ChatGPT so I can have a better understanding of what I'm looking at. And that felt ethical, but then even then I'm like, fuck, this used water on some. I don't know how to.
You just drowned a dolphin.
That's what?
I just realized how stupid that was. You drown. Okay, a dolphin. Wait, hold on. Dolphins are mammals, bitch. Dolphins breathe oxygen. Dolphins can drown. Okay? Wow.
Oh,
turns out wasn't such a dumbass thing to say after all, huh? You drowned a dolphin.
No, it might be time to end the pod.
Yeah, we should have ended on that last riff.
Yeah, because
I was like, do we got anything else? I mean, let's just keep going until I say something so stupid that it's not recoverable.